Father.
My daddy.
Muje breakfast, yes. I with my full chest.
You ate it. You're such an actor.
I'm narrating something.
Hey.
When I arrived from Nigeria.
Off the boat.
3 gunshots for the mother.
Nothing. I was just doing the Lord's work.
Nah.
My crown.
My God. Welcome back to KFL TV. Of course, I go by the name of Tolu.
I'm Dami.
And this is another episode. You know, another day, another episode. And today, we have something exciting to share with you guys. I mean, a lot of the time, you know, when we hang out with our friends, we hang out with people, they are intrigued. They want to know how we started, you know, how did this love started?
Yes.
Is that good English? How did this love started?
Wow.
Cheers.
How did this love?
3 gunshots for the mother. Anyway, how did this love start? So we want to, you know, talk about how it started today. Do you remember how it started?
Yes, I did. Well, from my angle, yes, I remember.
But when did it start?
2012.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you very sure?
Very sure.
Nah, it started before 2012, for me anyway.
Yeah.
So when I came from Nigeria.
Fresh.
When I arrived from Nigeria.
Off the boat.
Anyway, I joined the youth class from our previous church at the time. And, you know, because my idea of youth class was kind of different. You know, when I went in there, I was like, wow. The people here are kind of younger than I thought. You know, but I still spent like 2 weeks there. So in that 2 weeks, I identified 3 prospects. You know, 3 prospects that, you know, can
you imagine? Guys, that's what you came to church to do.
Can be a helpmate.
Checking out.
Even the Bible
girls.
says that he who finds a good wife finds a good thing. So I was looking for a good thing in the house of the Lord.
As a youth.
You know now. Okay. You know, you do this in the time of your youth, so that by the time you go old, you know, you would have had someone solid next to you. That was what I was doing. I was doing the Lord's work.
Okay.
Anyway. So 3 prospects, she was one of them, but at the time, she was too quiet for me, too quiet for lightning. So I had to, eliminate her from the list of prospects. So there were 2 people left. I went for one of them. They didn't accept to be my girlfriend at the time. Yes, but we became very, very good, close. In fact, we were very, very tight. We were close friends and stuff. But then, fast forward to 2012.
Yeah. You
know, the church then held like a singles event. And actually, before the singles event, I dated someone in the same church that, you know, served me breakfast, basically. Muje breakfast, yes. I with my full chest.
You ate it.
I chopped breakfast. I don't go lie. I chopped the breakfast and I drank orange juice on top of it. Yeah. But obviously, that experience, I said to myself that I was never going to date anybody from church. But subconsciously, I sort of just made an exception for her. I don't know why. I don't know how.
This damn cell.
Subconsciously, I just made an exception for her. But then, of course, in that exceptions, I was observing, not stalking. I was observing. For how long, I won't tell you yet. But I was just observing, not stalking. Anyway, fast forward to 2012, there was a singles fellowship.
Yes.
Remember?
And the event was called Let's Love.
Let's Love Forum, LLF.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. What do you remember about it?
Well, we were part of the planning committee. So you were the MC, you know, doing what you do best. And I was part of the welfare team, as far as I remember. Trying to put food, sorting out food and things like that.
Hospitality kind of thing.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. You came in with that your nice black. No, was it black or blue dress?
It was black dress.
And you had a blazer on.
Yeah, blue blazer.
Navy blue, innit?
Yeah.
Looking sharp. But that dress was like just above knee level though.
And that was like 12 years
But
ago.
what were you trying to achieve though?
Nothing. I was just doing the Lord's work.
With Spempele.
No, it wasn't a pink Billy dress. It wasn't.
It was just long
wasn't.
enough.
And I was actually wearing tights.
I didn't remember that part.
See? I was wearing tights. But I loved what you were wearing though.
What was I wearing?
You was wearing a white blazer.
And?
Yeah. And you had, I think it was a white pattern shirt, t-shirt underneath. If I can remember.
It wasn't
patterned. And you
patterned.
had red trousers.
Yes. So it was a red trousers, a off-white t-shirt with a red like lining on the top.
Oh, okay.
And then the white blazer.
Yeah.
And of course,
fresh haircut.
Fresh haircut.
Yeah.
You know. No, and I think that day was quite interesting because we actually did not get to speak to each other on the day because, as you can imagine, being the MC of the event, I was, in the hall, marshalling things, as I would like to think. And she was behind the scenes, looking after hospitality, the table arrangements, the food arrangements, making sure that, everyone is catered for and stuff. And that event happened on Easter Saturday in 2012.
Yeah, it was in April.
Yeah, April 2012. Yeah. And then Easter Sunday, service happened, and then Easter Monday, the planning committee, we needed to stay behind because some of the rooms we used on the Saturday, we needed to, tidy up, clean up and all that, sort of thing. And something happened that in hindsight wouldn't have happened
on a normal day.
On a normal day.
Yeah.
And we say that because knowing how we are now, some of the information we were sharing with each other at the time for the level of our relationship, it's not something we would have shared.
Yeah.
And this is how we know, God's involved. But before the conversation happened, I basically did this. Sit down. Let's have a heart-to-heart. And without question, she came to me, she sat down, and she was pouring out her heart to me. She was pouring out her emotions to me, and I was there to soak it all up, to be a shoulder to cry on. Hey!
You're such an actor.
I'm narrating something.
Hey.
Was I not there for you? Were you not sharing your heart of hearts with me?
Were you not sharing your hearts with me too?
That is not the point. Let me tell you my own story. You tell your side.
Okay.
So when I say it literally started from a heart to heart, I'm telling you guys, no jokes. I basically just called her, let's have a heart to heart. And then, she started sharing.
Yes. Shared quite a few things. Wow. It was an interesting conversation though.
Yeah. Loved it.
I truly do believe it was God because, for the people that know me, friends, family, they know that I'm quite reserved and I don't just share information out of the blue. But it was a good conversation.
And for people that know me as well, they can know that I can be quite chatty, but I could chat to you for 3 hours without telling you anything tangible about myself.
Yeah, we know. But and here we are 12 years later.
Yeah. And, I think another key information was the fact that right after that event, there were people that, either by crook or by hook got your number.
Yeah, that will, yeah. It was a situationship,
And
I think I would call it at the time. Yeah, so I wasn't sure about those 2 other people at the time. But you were there supporting me, encouraging me to pick up their calls and speak to them as friends.
Yeah.
Not knowing he had a personal...
No, but this is the thing. Back then, right, I have this saying that, for some reason, I always say a stranger is a friend waiting to be made, right? But sometimes you want to be people's friends and they either say yes or they say no. But why ask when you can just be their friend? Why? So that was literally what I did. So this guy, while we were together, obviously not alone with, other friends, this guy's calling multiple times. I'm like, come on, man, hear the man out. He's just trying to get to know you. Hear him out. And she'll be like, I'm like, guy, pick up the phone. It doesn't cost you anything. Pick up the phone. But she was very reluctant. But when she eventually picks, guess who she's going to be telling what the discussion is about? Moi. So while she's speaking to the guy in the daytime, she's speaking to a man.
Yeah, we was talking in the evenings on
Eh,
the phone.
2 a.m., 3 a.m.
No, but the conversation didn't start at 2 a.m.
It didn't start, but you sleep off. You
And
actually
you too. Look at this guy. Wow. But you sleep off too now.
So,
Yeah,
so
but
we've
we
been
did
sleeping
that.
off on each other
We did that for a good. Yeah, we did that for a while.
for a while, yeah.
Actually,
We literally would talk for hours on the phone.
I was on the phone. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I made you wait. So
yeah.
I gave you an answer.
Yeah. This lady, when I eventually mustered the courage to ask her, remember I said I was, observing her. I was actually observing her for about 18 months. So not stalking, because she keeps claiming I was stalking her. No,
You were.
I wasn't. I was observing her for 18 months. But when I finally mustered the courage to ask her out, me and her both knew that she was going to say yes. As in, she knew that she was going to say yes. I knew she was going to say yes. As in, we both knew. She told me I had to wait 1 month.
Yeah, because I had to go into this secret place with my father and pray.
Your father.
My daddy. So, I think I did the right thing, guys.
1 month, 30 days.
Seeking the face of the Lord.
30 days.
30 days. You make it seem like it's not a long time. There are women that make men wait longer.
Thank God for grace.
Thank God, oh.
Thank God for. But in that 30 days, what's quite interesting is the fact that even in the 30 days, obviously we didn't stop relating. We were still talking to each other. As a matter of fact, at the time I was living in North London. She was living in East London, and she worked in southeast of London. So I basically would leave my house in North London, use TFL services, that is Transport for London, aka public transport,
AKA boss.
Go and pick her up from our house in East London. Then we go together to our workplace in Southeast. I'll drop her off there, then go back home to North London. And then just when she finishes, about an hour, because it takes about an hour, 30 minutes to get to our workplace. So before she finishes, I'll leave my house in North London to go to our workplace, wait for her at the bus stop next to our workplace. And then when she finishes, I'll go and drop her off in East London. Again, using TFL services.
AKA boss.
And then, go home from there. But I think it was quite interesting. I would never forget, 7th of May.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's going to be 12 years. Officially, guys, 12 years that we started this journey. Wow, we thank God though. We thank God.
Yeah.
It's been God all the way.
It's been God all the way, and you know what? I wouldn't change it for the world. This woman has been an absolute life changer.
Thank you.
Nah.
My crown.
My God. She called me a crown.
Guys, this guy is so mushy.
Oh my gosh. I have it on record now. Hey, on record. She called me Adiorimi.
Yes, sir.
Cheers.
Okay, let's calm down.
You have my pin code. Yeah. Anyway, guys, so that is how it kind of started.
Yes.
That's sort of a snippet. I mean, a lot of people have been wondering, how did it start? So that's a snippet of how we started. And if you want to find out more,
stay tuned. You have to like this video.
Yes.
Subscribe. Share. And follow us on Instagram.
And YouTube. On all our social media handles.
Yes.
You follow us, and then you can follow the story.
Yes.
Cheers.
The full story.
The full story. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all from me.
All from us.
All from us. And catch you at the next episode. Deuces.
Bye, guys.